This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Walk the talk and run the walk. That's my fitness idea for you this week. Think you can handle that? Well, today's show is gonna pack a punch. We'll be exploring the ancient Chinese martial art of wushu. And who is gonna be at the receiving end of all of these punches and kicks? Gopes is a long-distance cyclist who rode from Chennai to Trivandrum in 9 days. He rows, skis, and constantly pushes himself to the limit.
I have a passion for traveling, and I have a passion every year I take a resolution, New Year resolution, which would, always I want to improve on the physical, endurance that I've already, tried out. It was a new experience, going all out alone, riding on the highways, alone at 5 o'clock in the morning. And that whole experience, also the training experience gives you a lot of, ability to concentrate, which, on a day-to-day basis also helps you in your work. I just always want to push myself and push myself to the extreme within my known limits.
On the victimometer, Gopes ranks can pack a punch. Well, I've asked Gopes to meet me here at the crack of dawn, and all I've told him is to expect the worst.
I'm hearing about wushu for the first time, and I was curious to find out, what exactly happens there, and the initial, training, session that we happened to see. There were some intense moves, and that got me slightly on the cautious front. It's a style which is not so common, but I got acclimatized to the entire art form, and really got a feel for it, got a hang for it.
I was happy to see a guy who was taller, because it's very rarely we get a taller guys to practice, because it will be a great hand for my other students to practice the taller fellow. The reach would be more. So one way I was very happy, then when I saw his body frame, it was so hard and rigid, so I thought I had to put a lot of emphasis on the Sainim Qigong to him.
Wushu, or pinyin in Chinese, was created post-1949 in the People's Republic of China and is derived from Chinese martial arts. Wu translates into martial or military, and Shu translates into discipline, skill, or method.
Kung Fu is another name for Wushu, and mostly popularly known as Kung Fu actually. Kung Fu was started in 495 AD by one of the Buddhist monks from India known as Butao. And later on, Bodhidharma added some more things to the Kung Fu, and he made that into two different parts, like the softer art and the harder art. And Wushu is also, if the modern Wushu you can see, the two different layers. One is the harder style with all the routines, weapons, jumps, kicks, and the softer style like Tai Chi, Qigong, Xing'ai, and Bagua.
with some Qigong breathing practices to prepare our bodies and minds for the storm ahead. Gopes seemed to be handling this part pretty well, but it was just the beginning.
Breathing is life. Short breath, short life. Long breath, long life. No breath, no life. Most of us live in short breath and no breath. That's the reason all the diseases are. When you do martial arts, we always start with the breathing exercises. When you stretch, when you breathe, the breath goes deeper, longer. Breath is carried with the blood. That is what we say oxygen is carried to every part of the body because the breath moves with the blood. So that's the reason we always put emphasis on breathing exercises are more important when we take a class.
Some styles of wushu are called internal as they focus on harnessing internal energy or qi. Other styles are labeled external as they work to improve cardiovascular or muscular fitness. Another popular method of categorization is by geographical region, such as the northern or southern styles. Looks like we're getting to the good stuff. Now Master is going to teach us about the punches and kicks. Soon enough, Gopes and I are going to be fighting machines.
When it comes to punches, I was quite comfortable, but like kicks were the area where I really thought I didn't do a good job, especially because stance matters, and some of those stances are quite painful and stressful on the knees. It was like the muscles and ligaments that you never knew were existing in your body were being stretched and were being put to use, and so I was like, it was a whole new way of throwing my body into a new a stressful situation.
Yeah, when I saw Gopes, he was having when he was a child, he might have learned some color what he said. So that gives an advantage for him to follow a little faster than others. So it was nice. Only thing is that he may have to control his stances where he was moving in a wider stance. He may just cut it down to a shorter one.
Well, it looks like Gopes is overcoming a few obstacles and getting the hang of it. I wonder if he'll be ready for a showdown with Master Rao. It's hard to tell right now.
Physical and benefits and mental benefits. When we call physic and mind, both are not a different part, both are same. We say mind is in each and every cell of the body. Chinese say mind is in each and every cell of the body. When you stretch every part of the body, when you use every part of the body, obviously your mind is working. Mind is collective. It's a collective result of all the cells of the body. So that's the reason we say when we practice wushu, your mind becomes sharper, you become more enlightened.
This looks dangerous. Wait till you see what's next. Oh, Gopes is in for a real treat indeed. Up next, we'll learn about fatal striking points that could cause death.